Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
A hard hat and safety vest hang on a Fergus Falls road grader, a wreath hanging on shovels. It's a makeshift memorial for a city employee murdered in his home. Thanks for joining us tonight. Christine has the night off. We're learning more about what happened on Wednesday night in Fergus Falls. Today, police identified the victim as 57-year-old Rick DeFeel. His son, Dustin DeFeel, is charged with second-degree murder in his father's death. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop has the latest on this family tragedy.
29-year-old Dustin DeFeel appeared in court. His bail was set for $1 million cash bond, and a psychological evaluation was also ordered. Now this just comes nearly 48 hours after he's accused of shooting and killing his father while he was sleeping. According to the criminal complaint, Rick DeFeel was upstairs sleeping. His wife says she was watching TV when she heard the front door rattle. Her son was at the door asking if he could do laundry. She said he appeared dirty and disheveled. The complaint goes on to say that she had not seen her son in over a month, but allowed him in the home. She told police she was in the bathroom when she heard a loud pop. She says she heard Dustin yell, "Come out here." The wife asked if he shot his father and heard the firearm, later identified as a rifle, open and close. She ran back into the bathroom, locked the door, and called 911. Dustin fled the scene. When police arrived, they rescued the wife from the house. They found Rick laying in bed with a massive head trauma from a gunshot wound. Battle Lake police officers later spotted Dustin in his vehicle. The rifle was laying in the passenger seat of the car. He was arrested, and police could see dried blood on his hands, face, and clothes. Court documents say he told police to charge him with whatever crime and seemed calm and emotionless. We're also learning more about the victim this evening, Rick. One family member who did not want to appear on camera tells me that he is the nicest guy he knew and that this whole situation feels surreal. In Fergus Falls, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Coming up tonight at 6 on Valley News Live, Ashley was in the courtroom and has more on how Dustin DeFeel acted and also more about DeFeel's past. 3 Twin Cities men were found guilty today of conspiracy to commit murder outside of the United States on behalf of ISIS. Abdirahman Dode, Mohammed Farah, and Guled Omar were all charged with 1 count each of conspiracy to commit murder and conspiracy to provide material support to a designated foreign terrorist organization.
They made a deeply personal and deliberate decision back in 2014. They wanted to fight for a brutal terrorist organization, kill innocent people, and destroy their own families in the process.
The 3 young men could face a maximum sentence of life in prison upon conviction. Some of us have seen showers on and off today, while others had a bit more dicey weather. Let's get the current conditions and find out what's in store for tonight with meteorologist Robert Hahn in First Weather. Robert?
Yeah, on that tower cam shot there, that is some of the storms off towards the southeast near the Fergus Falls area. Some pretty sizable hail with that storm, and we've also got Eric Whitehill in a storm south and southwest of the Fargo-Moorhead area. If we can take his shot, that is what he is looking at right now. He says he's underneath a bit of a wall cloud that has some small rotation with it, so we'll continue to monitor that. The atmosphere does have a bit of spin to it, so we could see 1 or 2 funnel clouds. If we take a look at the radar, you can see Eric's location just south of Fargo on the I-29 corridor there, and he's going to continue to keep an eye onto that storm as we head through the rest of the evening. Elsewhere across the region, a lot of showers and storms, and they continue as we head through the next few hours. We'll continue to see those showers and storms. Some of those have been strong, and I mentioned that storm near the Fergus Falls area. There it is. It was 2 storms, has merged into 1 just to the northeast of Fergus Falls. And again, some pretty sizable hail. Could see some hail up to potentially quarters with that storm off towards the northwest. Some strong storms lining up from Carrington up to just west of Candu, moving off towards the southeast. Another one moving towards the Findlay area out of southwest Grand Forks County. Could also have some hail with it, and off towards the south. A lot more storms there as well. So a lot going on. We'll continue to monitor that. Myself here, Hutch here, and Eric Whitehill out on the road, and we'll update you with anything that gets out of hand.
Okay, thanks so much, Robert. And you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. We have new information tonight. After a fire that left one person without a home yesterday, that's now suspected as arson. Dilworth Police Chief Ty Sharp says a deputy state fire marshal investigated the scene and says it was not accidental. Sharp says Kimberly Little Ghost is a person of interest in the fire investigation. Surveillance video caught her entering the apartment building 15 minutes before the fire started and leaving 5 minutes after. She is behind bars on unrelated charges. The Dilworth Fire Department responded just after 9 o'clock Thursday morning at the Tivoli Garden condos. No one was in the apartment that caught fire. Smoke made its way throughout the building, but the fire damage was contained to just one apartment. A 51-year-old man is in jail in connection to an alleged assault. The victim claims she was held against her will as she was physically and sexually assaulted. Steve Schmidt was arrested and is being held on multiple charges, including terrorizing and sexual assault. The victim was transported to an area hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The case is still under investigation. If you use I-94 near 8th Street in Moorhead, you're going to have to find a different route starting next Monday. It's stage 2 of the Interstate 94 interchange project. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker explains what road is closed and what alternate routes you should take during this construction. Cornelius?
Bradford, motorists need to know if you're coming from Fargo and you usually take the first exit to get to the Concordia or MSUM area, you can't do that. What the Minnesota Department of Transportation wants you to do is to go up one more exit, the 20th Street one, and from there use 12th Avenue South to get to 8th Street. If you're coming into Moorhead from the Minnesota side and need to get to the area south of 8th Street, they want you to take the 20th Street exit and then use 40th Avenue South to make it back to 8th Street.
We do expect some major delays and disruptions, so if they'll need to find alternate routes depending on where they're going to or from.
Morkey also says if you can adjust your commute time, that'll help with cutting down on traffic congestion. Bradford?
MnDOT also wants people to know 2 ramps will stay open during construction. You'll be able to get off of 8th Street in Moorhead onto I-94 and head west toward Fargo. The second is the exit that takes you to the area south of the 8th Street construction. Golfers teed off for the 8th annual Open Wide Golf Scramble Tournament. The golf tournament benefits the Red River Valley Dental Access Project, serving underprivileged communities. Door prizes are given out as well as prizes at each of the holes around the course. One winner is going home with a brand new 2015 Mercedes SUV.
This is the first year that we've actually had a big winner, and this year we had a hole-in-one that now he won a car with his hole-in-one shot. So amazing shot. I heard the cheering from 2 holes away. I had to go over and check it out.
Coming up on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we speak with the big winner who tells us about his 1 in a million putt. Many people in our viewing area with DirecTV were upset when they were unable to watch the NBA Finals yesterday. The games are to be aired on the ABC stations in the Valley, but due to ongoing contract negotiations with DirecTV, many missed the game. Anyone with an antenna can watch the games over the air. We also spoke with several bars across the area that say they will also have the games. To see that list, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. The University of North Dakota's Fighting Hawks logo design is down to 2 options. Interim President Ed Schaefer says the next step is deciding the appropriate time to release the logo once the committee makes its choice. He says he wants to release the new logo before he leaves office on June 30th, but he's considering waiting until students return in August. Schaefer says he wants to create a new university with a new nickname, new logo, new budget, and a new president. If your workplace is like ours, you've probably had a lot of donuts around today. And if you didn't know, today is the Salvation Army's National Donut Day. The Salvation Army marked the day by treating a lot of us to Sandy's Donuts in downtown Fargo. The tradition goes back to World War I, when Salvation Army volunteers served donuts to soldiers on the front lines. Legend has it some of those donuts were actually made in the soldiers' helmets.
We had one lady last year that was saying that her grandfather received some of these donuts, and he said some days they were really good, other days not so much, but he always appreciated them.
Sandy's whipped up 1,200 donuts for the Salvation Army. It's 2 days of art, music, and food. Street Fair at the Lakes is this weekend in Detroit Lakes. More than 130 booths are set up with jewelry, crafts, food, and more. This is the 16th year of the annual event.
There's so much to see. There's a lot of vendors, and it's in a great area. I mean, it's Detroit Lakes. I mean, there's so much to do here.
The fair is open until 7 tonight and again on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.